we are going to have a great feast of pictures today.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that will be more of it.
Yes, I'm really looking forward to that.
Thank you.
I was telling Hemanji that we should actually go for an astro trip to your observatory. And maybe once in a year, this NASNI group can plan and stay there. I don't know how many people can stay there, but maybe 20, 25 people who can come there and spend 1 or 2 days
together. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe before that you can make a recce trip.
Yes.
Recce trip also.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dr. Homchand can help us in that.
Yes. In fact, Dr. Homchand.
Yeah, I would love to volunteer for the same. I would love to volunteer for the same.
Oh, yes, Aryan.
Yeah, I think with the help of Dorje, we are going to do something similar in Spiti Valley.
Okay.
Yeah, something is going on.
Sir, what should be the appropriate time to visit?
The most appropriate time will be like from May till September.
Okay.
April also, it will be a bit cold, April and October. But it's fine. And do visit during new moon period.
Okay.
That must be planned like that. Yes.
Yeah, it should be planned like that.
Mm-hmm.
What will be the accommodation facilities there?
Right now, like obviously, I will come in the slides also. Like there are a lot of homestays and guest house. Quite a lot.
So, Dr. Homchand, in Spiti Valley, there are how many such places which have been curated for this kind of a trip?
Sir, right now, actually, we are going to probably visit in April and sometime. We have bought a telescope for Spiti. So we have to see the places and where we are going to put them in the many, probably these PG, like paying guest. We are going to train them. So we have to see. I have never gone there. But telescope has arrived.
And this is how many inch telescope is this?
8
inch, okay.
No, 8-inch telescope, 18 number.
Oh, I see. Yes. So are you going to put these at different places?
Yeah, in different homestay we will identify, and then we this is funded by HIMCOST, Himachal government initiative.
Is it 8-inch tracker, sir?
This is Dobsonian.
Okay.
From Sea Sky.
Fine.
Yeah.
Mama?
Aluwali sir, should we start now? 15
yes,
members we have.
Yes, we should.
Mr. Aryans, now you can start.
दूसरा कोई ऐसा है क्या?
Sure, sir.
ये ठीक से कनेक्ट नहीं हो रहा है. नहीं, दूसरा है कि ना सब मिल नहीं रहा है. नहीं, दूसरा है.
Yeah, sir. Should I start?
Yeah, please.
Yes. Good evening, everyone. My name is Aryan Saxena. I'm from NIT Hamirpur, pursuing my master's in physics. I'm in first year, and I would love to welcome all of you to this lovely meeting and this lovely talk by Professor Aungchuk. And thank you, Hemant sir, for giving me this opportunity to host this meeting. I would love to welcome Dr. Aluwalia, Dr. Hemant, Dr. Aungchuk. Let me just give a brief introduction of the NASNI group. So NASNI stands for National Astronomy Network of IAPT. It is a platform for promoting astronomy and sky watching among students, educators, and public. The objective of this group is to foster interest in astronomy and astrophysics, provide structured learning and mentorship to all the aspirants, to connect enthusiasts with experts, like all the professors in this group. NASNI conducts many activities like workshops, lectures, and observational sessions, interactions with professional astronomers like the one which is happening today, community participation through sky watching camps and online discussions. The benefits of this group is hands-on experience in sky watching and photography, interaction with experts, and access to structured learning and citizen science projects. We also have some future plans for this group that include establishing a local astronomy hub, partnering with planetariums and research institutes, and developing mentorship programs and collaborative projects. I think these all topics will be discussed in today's talk as well. And if not, I would love to ask a few questions to Aungchuk sir after the talk. Now I would like to call one of my friends, Dr. not Dr. Nupur Thakur, to introduce our speaker for today. Nupur, you are not audible.
Nupur, you are not audible.
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, Nupur, there is echo, and I hope you are not using your ear headphones.
आपण पंखा नाही लावू शकत का?
And
Am I audible?
yes, you are audible. Just try to speak. Let's see.
Yes, so good evening, everyone. I am Nupur Thakur, currently pursuing my MSc in Physics. Today, it is my honor to introduce an outstanding figure in Indian astronomy, Mr. Anuk Dorje. Sir, you joined the Indian Institute of Astrophysics in 1998 as a trainee engineer at the upcoming Indian Astronomical Observatory, Hanle. Since 2008, you have been successfully leading the Indian Astronomical Observatory as engineer in charge, overseeing its uninterrupted operations and ensuring that it becomes a world-class site for multi-wavelength astronomical research and observation. So your technical expertise and leadership has always been pivotal to the observatory's growth, facilitating a range of scientific advancements, preserving skies for astronomy, and fostering international collaborations. Coming to your education, you are BE in Electronics and Telecommunication from SVREC Surat, South Gujarat University. So you began your journey in 1998 from the HIROT project in IAA from 1998 to 2000. Then you joined as an engineer at Hanle IAA from 2000 to 2008. And from 2008, you continued as engineer in charge at the Indian Astronomical Observatory, Hanle. Your achievements include honorary member of the 2018, receiving first prize in Comet Neowise 2020 photography contest by the Astronomical Society of India. You served as a jury member for prominent competitions, including the Science in Focus 2025 and Indian Astrophotographer of the Year 2023. You were the keynote speaker at IAU Symposium 2023 on dark skies and astrotourism. Beyond your technical leadership, so your contributions to science outreach and education are remarkable. Over 27 years of service, including the setup of Himalayan Chandra Telescope, HCT, GIT, HAGAR, and subsequent operational management, you played a critical role in the refurbishment of telescopes such as the 50-centimeter robotic telescope and continuation of the NLOT site characterization program at Hanle. Hanle Dark Sky Reserve, you initiated and implemented light management policies to preserve Ladakh's natural light skies for astronomy and education. We supported site characterization for sub-millimeter wavelength telescope, including the 220 GHz experiment for atmospheric opacity measurements. So you actively facilitated other scientific programs such as Caribou, ARFI, IIGM, Aeronomy Observation IIT at IIT Roorkee, etc. Your current work includes development and automation of telescope, including 50 centimeter equatorial and 40 centimeter alt azimuth designs, coordination and technical support for visiting scientists and engineers at the observatory, training and skill development for observatory staff to strengthen local science manpower, engaging with national effort to expand multi-wavelength astronomy capabilities at IAO such as NETRA, TERA, Hertz, stereo maze, including the National Large Solar Telescope at Merak, Ladakh. So your contributions are endless, including organizing multiple editions of Hanle Dark Sky Reserve Star Party, creating awareness about dark sky preservation, delivering keynote talks, public talks, and workshops at leading academic institutes like the IICs, IISCs, IITs, ICTS, LIGO, YAM, ASIPOEC, etc. So you also publish astrophotography works in notable outlets, including the New Yorker, the Astronomical Journal, and NCRT textbooks. Now, I would like to invite Mr. Anuk Dorje to present his topic on Indian Astronomical Observatory. Thank you, sir.
Hello, everybody. I hope I'm audible. And
you are audible, sir. Visible.
Yeah, and I'm sharing my slides. Is it okay?
Yes, it is visible.
Yeah. First of all, thank you for the NASNI group for inviting me here for the talk. And the topic was the Indian Astronomical Observatory. And so basically, Indian Astronomical Observatory is a field station of the Indian Institute of Astrophysics. It is a premier research institute in the field of astronomy and astrophysics. So my next slide. Okay. So here I would like to share this beautiful word by Ahmed Zaveli that preserving knowledge is easy, transferring knowledge is also easy, but making new knowledge is neither easy nor profitable in the short term. It's all about fundamental research which proves profitable in the long run, and as importantly, it's a force that enriches the culture of any society with a reason and basic truth. I'm sharing this one because many people they come to the observatory and they ask us what the layman benefits from us. So basically, we tell them it's a fundamental science research. So we don't get direct benefit just now, and obviously it will take a longer term to get all the benefit from the fundamental research. I think some problem. So starting with the introduction, this is the Google map, Google map of our India. And as I zoom in, so Hanle is located somewhere here. This is the J&K map. So Hanle is here, that's where, and it takes around it's around 270 kilometers from the nearest airport, that is Leh, which is the city, which is the main capital of the UT in Ladakh. So nowadays, earlier when I initially joined in 1998, it used to take 9 hours. So now with a lot of developments, it is considerably reduced that I can reach my observatory from my hometown, that is at Leh, in 5 hours. And the road is, please do visit. The road is very scenic from here till this point. You are just driving on the banks of the Indus River, and the view is equally enchanting as you take each and every turn of the road. Okay, so this is the view of the observatory, and this is our main telescope, Himalayan Chandra telescope. Behind this building, which is the aluminizing plant, is our Growth India telescope. We have the Hager telescope and the Maze telescope here. This was taken very long time back. So you can see not much development that has happened. So basically, right now, Indian Astronomical Observatory is the world's second highest observatory for optical and infrared astronomy. Basically, when it was first installed, it was the highest observatory, but now, in terms of observatory, it has become the 8th observatory highest. So many countries have uh, overtaken us in terms of the height, and we are also looking for higher regions. So this is a field station of the India, and we are at 4,500 meters above sea level, and this is the lat long of the observatory, and this is 270 kilometers from nearest station. So why Hanle? Why Hanle was chosen? So this is very, very important. So basically, as I told in earlier, it is around 270 kilometers. So that 270 kilometers, like it is totally, there is no pass in between. There is no, the road is completely smooth. And we never faced any difficulty with respect to closure of roads from Leh, which is the nearest inhabitant city. Okay, and basically we are at higher altitude above sea level, 4,500. So you can say we are like practically, if we consider Everest as a point, and then where the so half of the atmosphere is negligible, is gone. So we have like Hanle is located on the rain snow shadow region of the Himalayas. That is on the other side, on the back side. So basically, we, as everybody knows, there are like two monsoon, the western disturbance which is just happening, or which just happened in the winters. Like we are very much far away, so all the deposit that happens, it falls either on the Zujil axis, Sonamarg, Srinagar, etc. So only light cloud can pass it. While as the southeast monsoon in the summer, so all the deposit rainfall, it happens Himachal, Uttarakhand. So the heavy cloud cannot pass. But obviously, with global warming, things are changing. We are little bit getting affected also. So, but then we have most number of nights. It's around like totally, we have cloudless night around 179, and we can observe throughout the year without any problems of monsoon. And like we can easily do observations for around 270 nights. So another good, this is a very cold and dry region. So dry region has many advantage for us, like all the starlights that is coming either from Betelgeuse or Sirius or the Orion, you can see. Because of low moisture, it does not get attenuated, and we get more starlights for us. And basically what happens, like if you are in a city and you know some constellation, but then if you come to Hanle, then obviously it is so overwhelming that you cannot recognize the constellation. So that is like, I have many friends, amateur astronomers all over India, like who like, they literally like, they say, thank you for bringing us here, and because we can experience such a nice atmosphere. And we have very good transparency. In terms of transparency, I'm sorry, I'll just tell a short story about myself. I joined here as in 1998. So at that time, when I was like selected for the Indian Astronomical Observatory as a trainee engineer, so one of my relatives got to know that I'm going to Hanle. So like she just went there at the previous month, and she was telling, oh, while going to Hanle, like I could see the monastery, but we never reached there. So it is so far away. So rather, you don't go there. So after many years, I could actually realize what she was telling. Basically, it is the transparency, clarity, because of no smoke pollution, no dust pollution. So everything looks very clear to us and very near to us. But when you start walking or driving towards it, like it's very far away. So that is one of the reasons why the astronomers, scientists at II choose Hanle as the place for the observatory. And the last, low light pollution, obviously, I will come back to it much later. Obviously, there was not much light pollution earlier, but then obviously we cannot stop development. So later on, we had to take some measures about which I will tell later. So basically, this is the hill that we are, and it is surrounded by village all over the sites. Okay, this is 4,500 meters, and the villages are 4,002 village or the basin. This is called the Nilamkul Basin. So that is at 4,200 meters. So these are all the existing telescope. We have the HCT here, we have the GIT here, we have Hagar here, Maze here, and this red are the proposed telescope that we will have. So basically, Hagar and Maze are gamma ray, HCT and GIT are optical region. So this is Netra is space situational awareness upcoming 1 meter telescope by ISRO. And then we have radio telescope, which is supposed to come here. So basically, Hanle is one of the best site for optical for multi-wavelength ground-based astronomy and atmospheric studies in the country. So this is what we propose. And another analogy that I will take. So the name of the hill is called Dikparatsari. That is Dikparatsari in local language. It is the Scorpion Mountain, and you can see here the head of the scorpion and the arms, and there's a tail also, small short tail. So basically the analogy is that scorpion is a nocturnal animal, and we are also working throughout the night. Okay, so this is our main telescope, the Himalayan Chandra telescope. This is a picture. So basically, since 2010, I also started doing some astrophotography just to showcase the landscape and the night skies together, and make people realize the importance of the night sky or appreciate the beautiful place around. And around that time also, the camera sensor became too good that we've been able to showcase both the land as well as the night skies in a single frame. So this is the 2 meter telescope, and this is Jupiter and Saturn conjunction, and this is our Milky Way and the core, with the core here and the dark horse nebula. So this is the telescope inside the Himalayan Chandra telescope, and this is the 2 meter primary mirror, and we have many instruments here, which I will tell you in detail. So these are like it's a 2 meter aperture, and with f1 primary 1.75, f 2.9. So the first light happened in 2000 September 26. So we have already crossed 25 years of the since the first light. So there are like we can place multiple instrument, 4 instrument at a time, and we have one axis, one on-axis port. So the Hanle faint object spectrograph camera, which does the imaging and which does the spectroscopy at this resolution in the optical range. So we have all these filters. So these are being used by scientists all over India and abroad. Then we also have the basically one of the reason I forgot to tell you is the lower dryness is that at Hanle, unlike any other places in India where the moisture content is more, we can at Hanle we can do infrared observations also, because the infrared observation normally they get attenuated, they get absorbed by the moisture. So here, because of dry and cold weather, we can do infrared. So we have this infrared spectrograph and imaging camera, and this is installed by Tata Institute of Fundamental Research, and they work in the range of 0.9 to 2.5 micron, and they have a resolution of 100. And now we have since 2014 we have the Hanle Ashel spectrograph, which has a very higher 2 modes of resolution, 30,000 and 60,000, and it is also in optical. So we have an auto guider, which is common for all instrument. So the telescope was released. It's a national facility, and release observations are done through proposal based submissions since May 2003. And basically, the best advantage of this telescope is since 2000, when the telescope was installed, it is remotely controlled from Bangalore. So that means the scientists, they need not come to Hanle, because otherwise this is a high altitude area. So what happens, you have to spend 2 days acclimatizing at Leh, and then you have to travel 1 more day. So entire 1 week of travel for scientists will happen. But then, because it is remotely controlled, the scientists, they visit our CREST campus at Hoskote, Bangalore, and then they can observe, and they can do observe, and they can download the data from there itself. So these are many science areas with HCTs like solar system objects, comet, asteroid, and it's mainly used for transient transient phenomena and gravitational lensing, supernova, a lot of supernovas, and there are a lot of new nature paper has also come. And these are the HCT user community. So HCT, the Himalayan Chandra is used by both national and international astronomers. We have all the Astronomy Institute, Indian Astronomical Institute, and universities also. Then we have international collaboration. They can international collaborators can do in collaboration with the Indian astronomers, or they can also do an independent proposal also. So we have a time allocation through a competitive proposal evaluated by a national time allocation committee, which constitutes the member from different institutes. And so the average number of proposal per tri-semester, because there are 4, there are like 50, and the dark moon period is oversubscribed like by a factor of 3. Average on oversubscription is 2.5. So this is one of the most efficient telescope in India, and we have a HCT data archive system under development also. So these are like till 2020 the utilization. So allocation science program is 78%, and we have like maintenance and other target of opportunity for 22%. So like our downtime or in the last 25 years was less than 10%. So which also includes the if the temperature falls below -20, we don't operate, because it's now 25 years down the line. It has become a very old telescope, and like we just wanted to preserve it. But then we are also doing upgradation of the telescope so that it can also function for another 20 years. So these are the statistics and the productivity of the HCT. So average number of proposal per semester, which are already made. The number of referred publication using the data has been like 372, and number of non-referred circulars, astronomer telegram has been more than 200. And so the total number of citation received is 7,500. That H index is like 45. And we have like around 40 PhD which has been completed by using HCT data only. And we are very proud to tell that like we have a green observatory. We use solar plant. We have never in this 25 years switched on our diesel generators for observations, and we have replaced the battery only once for the same. And it has been like the you can see this is the best place where you can do solar power generation, because we have like clear skies, and also the weather is very suitable for the same. So this is our robotic telescope in collaboration with IIT Mumbai. So this is the Growth India telescope. The aperture is 70 centimeter and is f6.5. This is inside the telescope. We have dome. You can see just to have shelter, because our instrument is very expensive. We don't want rainfall or dust to fall on it. So obviously we have some shrouds in the daytime, and also close the dome in the night in daytime when there are winds and some dust also. And this is the Maze telescope. This is Baba Atomic Research Center has installed the same. And the diameter of the primary of this light collecting area is 21 meter. And like this is one of the highest altitude, biggest telescope, and one of the it is one of the largest in Asia. And recently, quite a lot of it was inaugurated in September 2024, and some people have also come out of it, and it is promising. And there's a proposal of to put 2 more telescopes, so in total 3 number of Maze telescope will be installed here, 1 and 2 more. That is called the stereo Maze, and the proposal is also submitted to the government of India. And this is a Hagar telescope, and this is in collaboration with the Tata Institute of Fundamental Research. These are also used to study gamma ray sources. Basically, we only see the Cherenkov effect and not the gamma ray, because our atmosphere is a very good defense system. It does not allow harmful rays like gamma ray, X-ray to reach us. So recently we have also refurbished this telescope and with our own control system and software, and the same is working fine. And it is also an robotic telescope that we've installed. These are some of the things, and this is the night sky that has been taken today. So I just thought it would be very interesting, so for people to see how the night sky. So this is from 1/4, and this is when it is getting dark. So you can see the slowly the stars will come and the moon is setting. This is the winter Milky Way and the Orion Nebula going. And suddenly around after midnight, around 2-3, you can see the Milky Way rising. There's some clouds which are passing by, and this is the Milky Way. And around this is the Milky Way. This is the core, and that's the morning. So basically, these are some of the images. Now I'll show, which is like which we can only see at Hanle. So I was trying to take this image, and this is a beautiful composition and like of the place, not the composition. I don't know which is myself. This is where the observatory is. If you can see my pointer, so the observatory is located here, and I want to take this picture. And while taking pictures, like we always take test the shots and to look for the location, to look for a nice place. So when I was taking a test image, suddenly I saw a red light. So like I was stunned what exactly it is. Then I just remember reading somewhere that it is the red sprite. So basically, as you can see, the whole there's no cloud here. So I never expected I can see some thundering, which might have happened thousands of kilometers away. And the sprite, they happen when there is thunder lightning, and the lightning it happens below the clouds, whereas the sprite they are seen above the clouds. So basically, it's again about the transparency of the place, that we can see such a beautiful sprites that happen very, very far away. So that was previous year, 2023, and 2024. Like we again went in search for a sprite, and then I had my camera pointed. Suddenly we saw. Actually, I through my naked eyes, I was able to see for a fraction of millisecond that the sprite was. And one of my friend who was pointing a camera on me, like he also got it, and he got me and the sprite in the same images. Like we were just lucky, we were very like happy, excited that we were able to see through our naked eyes such a phenomenon. And so this is another time lapse that I thought people can hear the new voice and the crescent moon, new voice, or this is the observatory. So basically what happened, it was, I just reached there, it was during COVID, but then we were allowed to go to the observatory from our home place. And we were very lucky to capture this time lapse of the new voice. So you can see if it is like the moon is half a degree. So obviously this was like more than 20 degree in the sky, and the new voice iron tail. So it was such a magnificent view. I think we can only see at such dark places if we are able to preserve the same. So this is the continuation of the time lapse, and I just put a telephoto lens. So it was just setting over the observatory. So this is the resultant image from the that shot. This is the observatory. Okay, then we also like we have the all-square camera that it was able to capture the aurora at Hanle because of the transparency. Although we are very low latitude for such an event, but then because of the very good transparency, we could see aurora happening around us. And it was we were very happy that we got the aurora captured through cameras and through all sky camera also. And we can take such a lovely pictures of the Hagar and conjunction of this is Moon, Jupiter, Saturn, and Venus. And these are some cumulus cloud that I was able to picture. And in all this image, you have seen the dome as a it's an opaque dome. But then in astrophotography, if you long exposure single shot, you can also image. This is a 3 exposure image, 3 minutes exposure. As you can see, the star is trailing from here to here. So the slit was opened and the dome was rotated, and in a single shot, we could get the result because the light from the dome was falling on the sensor and it was recording the actual telescope. And I was able to take this picture and showcase it for people. Otherwise, like it's very many people like why is the dome not open? Why cannot we see the telescope from outside? So many of you who are living in the cities, they can only see the celestial object. They can only see moon, some planets, or at least at the and many people witness aeroplanes passing by. So these are some like light pollution level 8, and this is what a single shot from Hanle can take. You can show if you visit Hanle, you can in new moon period you can see the Milky Way through your naked eyes, and it is such a good visual treat. And you don't require a telescope, and I find naked eyes observation much more better than any telescope. We get witness what our ancestors actually they took it as an evening time entertainment. So what was happening slowly? Development was happening all over. We cannot development. So our Hagar and Mace telescope, which was on the ground level rather than the optical observatory, they were also getting affected with the light pollution because there are a lot of vehicles that were coming. So you can see a time lapse. You can see a lot of light falling on them, and the cameras were getting saturated because of the same. So this is a time lapse, very short one indeed. So you can, there's a lot of light pollution. So it was affecting. So like we were thinking, what should we do? So all this, the advent of modern day lighting has made it difficult for the study of astronomical observatory. There were many instances like IA has an observatory in South India, and it was like there are some light pollution and monsoon. So we have to shift here also for better astronomy. And Maze was also proposed at Pachmari, but then this place was, Hagar was on Pachmari and it was to be shifted to Hanle. Similarly, Maze was at Mount Abu. So all this observatory, because of increase in light pollution, their efficiency decreased, not exactly defunct because they are, some of have defunct, but some of are still operational. So what can we do? Like the villagers, this is the Hanle Monastery for the information. And this is the quarantine meteors that was happening in the January first week. So the Hanle villagers, they were pastoral nomads, and now they were slowly going out in search of better comforts and better lives. So we want to bring also the local youth back to the villages. And because like since 20 years, since 1998, I was seeing there were a lot of schools and people were going, but they were never coming back to the villages. So we want to share this beauty of the land, the night sky, and to bring a sense of appreciation to the natural heritage that is the night skies for us. So it was clear that if we don't do anything about it, Hanle would also go the way other places in Ladakh and the rest of India, and also lose its particular ecology. It's basically, it comes under the Changthang Wildlife Sanctuary, and its culture and status as one of the last remaining portals to the cosmos. So we researched dark sky reserves, but what would the local community make of the restriction that would bring? because like we were introduced, we came later on 25 years back, but villagers were always there. But then if we ask them not to put out the lights, then they will think that they are trying to impose many things on us. So how could we work with the local communities to both meet their needs and protect the night skies? So together, then we came up with a plan that would bring economic opportunity in the form of astro and ecotourism, document and share local knowledge. And then we decided, first of all, in consultation with the villagers, we approached them, and then we asked them, see, this is what will happen. We will create a dark sky reserve. We will propose a dark sky reserve, not create. And then because Hanle was already known for the observatory, so astronomy was known. So it can we can showcase the night sky to people. Otherwise, what was happening is that we had many guests, many visitors. Like they said, oh, there's a big telescope. So the more magnification will be there, so we will be able to. But then the mandate of Indian Institute of Astrophysics is scientific research and not outreach. So most of the people, they went disappointed. But then when we thought about this dark sky reserve, then we told the villagers that, see, this will be a very good plan that they can showcase the night sky and they get the economic benefit, while as we also preserve the night sky for the astronomy, education, whatever purpose. So then the first dark sky reserve was notified in December 22. And then we covered, this is the village, this is where the observatory is centered, and this is the village. And like we have such a big area which was proposed, and these are the villages as a dark sky reserve. So the Hanle Dark Sky Reserve was born. It's a unique government-aided, science-driven, sustainable development, and this initiative was born. So our tagline is "Come for the mountains and stay for the stars." So this is our I can say, because we are already observatories. They're the forefront astronomy research with our telescope. We had the local communities as a collaborative partners. So it's also a sustainable socio-economic development of the region. And we had a very good support. So when we after we met with the villagers, they agreed. Then we went to the government telling them we had such a proposal, and if we can help us to implement it, because we as IA, as a scientific organization, we don't have the power to enforce the same. So the newly formed UT government we were very lucky. They were very happy to fund it and support it, and we got very strong support from the government. So, and we are like it helped in promotion of astronomy and science education in school and college. And we have some programs to unearth Ladakhi cultural astronomy also. So this is the timeline. And like this is IA, Minister of Science and Technology. We have the Union Territory, and this is the local field council. This is the village representative of the village. So so this is the we then provided training to 24 local youth and trained them as an astronomy ambassador. We had provided 8-inch 24 Dobson and Celestron telescope, and we had a few courses done with them, and now they showcase the night sky better than us, and they also earn their livelihood and grow their. And because of this, what happened? The villagers now they realize the importance of the dark skies and it can be used as a natural resource where they can earn their livelihood. So so these are the first batch, the only batch. Now we may have the second batch, and these are the Dobson and Goto telescope. This is the Maze telescope and it's a moonlit night. So the astronomy ambassador. So 70% of the astronomy ambassadors are girls. They come from varying background, and they are less than 25 years old. So as a part of Hanle Dark Sky Reserve, we were keen not only to bring our astronomical endeavors, but we are like, what is the local connection between the land and the sky? So all these Hanle nomadic communities, they were nomads earlier, and so we had a special session with our astronomy ambassador in the first thing, and with them asked them to speak to their elders and collect what stories they have. And so most of the astro ambassador, when we first asked, they said they don't know anything. But then next day they come with some beautiful connections between the land and the sky. And it was like even they were surprised that they had some, because otherwise what was happening is that their elder generation, grandfather, grandmother, they used to go along with the herds, and then they use all astronomy for navigation and timekeeping. But then the next generation, because a watch came and they don't want, and then the roads came, so they never needed all this astronomy for their own. And then the elders thought that nobody cared about their knowledge. But then when these boys, they went, then they thought that, okay, there is somebody to whom they should tell, and they should tell all the stories and have about the traditional knowledge. So like one of the instances that like which also happens here also, like uh, this is the plates, as you can see. So the plates rising is associated, always associated with the harvesting, and this is the barley is the only crop that happens there. And plates rising, plate rising is harvesting, and plate setting in the right now in April, May. It coincides, or it indicates the time of sowing the barley. And like stars and constellation were used, and in we also found some nomads, elderly nomads who were using hormones. There were a lot of folklores and proverbs which surround the constellations. And earlier there was a heavy usage of astronomy, and this made astrology very important, thus replacing traditional ethno-astronomy. Now, later on, what happened? Astrology became more like, as I interact with many astrologers, also like they don't see the sky. They have many inscriptions, but then they don't see the. So, but then they never like stopped using the sky. But then now they are mainly on the books uh, for most of their predictions or religious ceremonies. So that has changed. And so like we are trying to collect all them. So this documenting the local constellation where the sky, we found many of the local saying where they have where they showcase that the some of the, they can see the spindle which the nomads use for weaving their wools, and they see that in the sky. Then also the door frame, the local traditional door frame that they reflect and see in the sky. And also like there are many things like firewood, they have these inscriptions. So in doing so, we are learning something very profound. That's how we look into the sky tell us something about who we are. And so maybe it was telling us the kind of people we are becoming. So there is another lesson, like if there is some stories and from the storytellers of Hanle that we are learning, that if we can weave powerful stories connecting the sky and the land, these stories can last over a millennia and remind us to look up and far and into the horizon in the cosmos. So this is one of my last. I will just show this time lapse which I've made of the Holy Grail. This is the evening to dawn to dusk. So you can see the Milky Way coming. How at night at the observatory looks like through one video of around 1 minute. So here you can see the Himalayan Chandra telescope. It's also like searching for the unknowns. It is observing different objects in the night skies. So here, this is the highest most point, and we want the future telescope is proposed to be here. So these are the disk communication, because as I told you, it's a remotely controlled telescope. So we use the communication system to for the scientists to control the telescope and carry out all the observations. As it becomes morning, you can see more satellite passing through because of the reflection from the solar panels. Okay. So, we obviously like we need more ambassadors to save the Earth from the new dark age. That is the light pollution, which is luckily reversible. When the going gets tough, the tough gets going. And thank you all. And like such beautiful conjunction. This is Jupiter, Saturn, Mars, Moon, Halo, Milky Way all together. It's only possible. It can't be possible without our night skies. And thanks all. Sorry. Did I do
Thank you,
something?
sir. That was a very, very beautiful presentation. I guess we can take some questions. Will that be fine, sir?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. If it, yeah. So if anyone's interested for questions, they can unmute themselves and take up the question. Or sir can unmute them. Hemant sir can unmute them.
Dorje
If
sir,
anyone is,
I have one question that the time lapse you have taken with the Milky Way and observatory, how much the time of that recording exposure?
Yeah, exposure, it always depends on like for this one it's 20 seconds for each image. Okay. Yeah, ISO will be like 4000 and aperture like we need a faster lens, so it will be like 1.8 f.
Okay.
so we have a question from Shravani. Is the observatory open to outsiders?
Oh, good question. Yeah, basically, yes. As I told you, our main mandate is scientific research. So people who visit, they are allowed and they can visit during the daytime. Yeah, nighttime, we don't allow anybody because if we invite people, then there's a lot of, because it is on the hilltop and there are a lot of cars, people with lights, they come and which is like obviously disrupt all the observations. Important observations that is being carried by professional astronomers.
So it is very fascinating that we can see with naked eye all galaxy part and a lot of stars, even reflection in the river also of those stars, which
Yes.
we cannot imagine at our places here. Very nice.
She's also asking if Milky Way is visible every day.
No. Milky Way is visible every time, but like most of the people are interested in the core, which is more prominent. Otherwise, Milky Way, the other arms, they are the other arms, Cygnus arms, they are visible. They are all the time, and so the core of the Milky Way, which most people are interested, it comes up in February, but it is very early and very cold. But from May till September, yes, you can see it. And I highly recommend dark new moon period because the moon, when it comes up, is very overwhelming. And the full moon is like more than 100 times brighter than any star. You cannot see stars very well and enjoy the night sky.
So, sir, core will be visible when Scorpius and Sagittarius is visible?
Exactly, yes.
Okay.
Sir, I have two questions from my side as well.
Yeah.
So my first question is, how bad are the satellites affecting the observation period? Because as an amateur astronomer, I have experienced that satellites have caused some disruptions to the night sky, especially the Starlinks and the Starlink trailing, and the number of satellites that have increased at an enormous rate in the recent night sky. So they do hamper our observations. So how badly is it affecting the Hanle observations? And my second question is, as an MSc student, are there any contributions I can make to this Hanle Observatory, and can I join as an Astro ambassador? Because even I'm a part of the Night Sky group promoting this dark sky things. So yeah, I have attended a few talks from that team called Dark Sky Ambassador. Yeah.
Yeah, your first question is like how much satellites are affected. Actually, satellites are also as kind of pollutions that for the astronomy. Yeah, but it is affecting, and but then fortunately, like they don't reflect the sunlight from the panels in the. They only affect during dusk and dawn mostly. So it's only that time, but during the other parts of the night, they are made passive so that they don't reflect, and obviously the sun doesn't fall on them. It is like it might be affecting. I don't know the scientific the numbers, maybe around 10-15%. Obviously, because now the numbers is hugely increased with Elon Musk and even Jeff Bezos. They are trying to put up more telescope. And secondly, your question was about the astronomy ambassador. Right now, we are only limited from the local villagers of Hanle. Maybe we have also proposed astronomy tour guides curriculum in the universities, so there you can use. And obviously you are most welcome and to see the night sky and also support us during some time, like we have star parties, etc. You can come and visit us also.
Sir,
So actually, when I was in Pune, I was conducting a few star parties with a team called Jyotirvidya Parisanstha,
Yes.
JVP.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was an active member of the team. And so, sir, I would like to
Arrange,
ask,
can we talk? We can let others also ask.
okay, sure, sir.
Madam Ranjita.
Sir, I just wanted to know, like at such a high altitude, I believe the oxygen level is also very low. So
Yes.
does it become difficult? What happens? How do you overcome it?
Yeah, that's a very good question for everybody here. Like, see, normally even me being local, I don't. If I'm coming from the plains or sea level, I don't go directly to Hanle. We have to acclimatize for 2-3 days. 2 days at the max, because the administration also doesn't want you to go there and land up in the problem, because the atmosphere is like only 60%. So that affects many people, and it is like not recommended. So it's you have to take rest for 2 days and then only come to Hanle on the third or fourth day. Then it becomes fine. You have to gradual. It's only a gradual procedure.
Thank you, sir.
Professor Ahluwalia, sir.
Yeah. It was just a one treat, I would say. I really took the screenshots also and posted in our we in IAPT group simultaneously. I think they should get excited with it. This is and thank you very much for finding time for us. And I just want to tell you, NASNI actually means small but constructive. So that is why we picked up the name, and it stands for National Astronomy Astroscience
Astro Network of
Network of India, right? And this is IAPT's network. This is the second part which I wanted to tell you. So please keep this NASNI as small and constructive step from IAPT in bringing astronomy and sky watching closer to the people.
Sure.
I just wanted to ask you that how good are the mobiles these days to click these fascinating pictures? These pictures which you have taken, are they with the professional DLSRs or some special cameras, or you took some of these pictures with the mobile also?
Mobile has also, like, nowadays do wonders in night sky. Obviously, they have come very, but I have not used it. I've taken some images, but then I've been using DSLRs, and I find that quite which is giving more better images and efficient images for me in terms of my processing, post processing, etc. And because I have the DSLR, so I have not used the mobile. That can be other reason also. And I enjoy taking from the DSLRs, but I initially started from basic DSLR, APS-C with the kit lens. So that's where you start. You have to start at one place, and then slowly, if each year I started collecting one gear each, like one lens, fast lens, one tripod, etc. So slowly, I think now it's like more around 15 years that I've collected a lot of my gears, and probably I think maybe more better pictures will come. That's what I can say.
See, there is one thing more, the way NASA clicks the sky and puts its pictures almost on daily basis on the internet. Do you have any of this kind of a proposal to really connect with people on daily basis, or you already have that?
And I am on most of the social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. So my, but then all three has different names. Yeah, and I try to post pictures whenever I get some hand to a very good location, and also the light pollution. Like last time I went to a very dark sky location, and like it was so good that I didn't feel like clicking anywhere also. So that maybe that is one of the reason. But then recently, my recent work is that 24-hour Earth rotation. So that was people appreciate it very well. And by the way, I just wanted to tell you, I'm not a doctor. I'm sorry, people are confusing me. I'm just an engineer. In my introduction also. So I just did my BE. I could not carry my education forward.
A very personal question. Do you feel that, oh, people are living in such, wonderful places like Bengaluru and you are stuck here in Hanle? Does
No,
that come to your mind ever?
No, not at all. See, like I'm at a good post that I can also go to Bangalore if needed. But then I love my place because it's my hometown, and this night sky landscape, which we call nightscape, so much that like I will never go outside Ladakh.
Right. Professor Arvind Kulkarni is also asking some questions.
Yeah, he has been raising his hands
Yeah.
for quite a long time. So please.
Can I take a minute?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. First of all, great congratulations to Anuk Dorje, the great friend of mine for the last several years.
Thank you.
We have been exchanging notes and everything, and it has been a great experience. What Aungchuk tells us is that, hey, all your forefathers, 100 forefathers in past or in the future, they have only one thing in common. That is the sky overhead. The earth under the feet is one common thing, and the sky overhead is the other common thing. In fact, the sky overhead is such a common thing that even you may not exist on Earth, you can go to the moon, other planets, but the sky overhead is common everywhere. So if we were to meet our 100th or 500th grandfather somewhere, only thing common that will be with him and us is the common skies. So he told us very beautifully, and all whatever questions I had completely dissolved, but the views were simply wonderful, and I'm sure everyone has enjoyed it. Great.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for the nice words.
Professor Baba.
Yes, sir. Sir, first of all, I'm very much thankful. You have accepted my friend's request on Facebook. So I am
yes.
yes. And sir, we are living in a open region, that is Western Ghats.
Yes.
Away in between Mumbai and Goa,
yes,
in the Ratnagiri district, and it is not as dark as Hanle, but it is very good place to become an astronomy ambassador. So we are trying here in our local place through sky gazing program and recently the planetary parade, so called. So how to identify that our region is suitable on the scale of dark sky? So how we can measure, or are there some scientific guidelines?
You can use both instruments, and in fact, I had 2 slides for that same, but then I thought it was becoming too long. So basically, there is this instrument called the sky quality SQM, sky quality measurements. You can. It's a very handy one. You can use that, or if you don't want to use that, you're lazy. You can also use the light pollution map.info, and then you can choose your location, and then you can see what bottle scale you are. So I also had that bottle scale slide, but then I just wanted to make it shorter. So I removed that on also. So you may be knowing about the bottle scale. Light pollution map.info. When you click on that, it gives the information about your location, any location in India or in the world.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Any other member? Dr.
Yeah.
Reshma?
So one question again, one small question.
Yeah.
So are there any internship opportunities as of now? Because it is one of my course requirements as well, and working at such a beautiful night sky location in any form would be a great experience in general and a lot of learning, especially on the technical end of the spectrum as well.
Uh, we, we don't have direct for IAO, but then like IA keeps on giving this advertisement for an internship a lot. So you can keep on looking at the IA website, and basically our headquarters is where all the and that website is all the where the source for the same is. So you can keep on looking there for the job opportunities or internship opportunities. Definitely you will find one. Right now, our main we could have invited people for internship, but the main problem is like the staying there is a bit problem. Like we don't have a good places to stay there, and like we are like so many institutions right now have come. BRC, ISRO will come, DIFR, everything. Like, so the place is very cumbersome, and we cannot put more pressure on our own manpower, be it the housekeeping staff, etc., by inviting more people as interns, as already the visiting scientists, engineers, technicians are too much for us right now. That's why that is one of the main reason. Otherwise, we would be very happy if there is a helping hand also. But which is right now, maybe in future we will definitely have better facility as we have proposed, and now we will have more interns and more trainees coming in for us.
Is there something of the kind of citizen scientists? For example, you collect a lot of data, so data sharing can be there, say with the Aryansh, and maybe they can do something in their own institute itself in terms of their data which is available through your observatory.
Right now, we only science is the preferred thing. So we are in the process of releasing all the science data. But yes, like if you Aryansh want, like he can communicate with me, and if I have some data, it can be done. Definitely, I'll be most thankful to him if he can help me. If I
Sure, sir.
find
I'll mail
sort of
you
way,
mail
yeah.
you regarding all my qualifications with my resume and all details.
Sure, yeah.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Dr. Reshma?
Yeah, so thank you very much. I think really it was a treat for us today to look at the sky of Hanle. I think it was some many years ago, 2006-7. I had just seen the operation of this telescope from Crest Center, Hoskote, how they manage it from there. And today I really got to see those wonderful pictures, and I really wish we would have had it. Yeah, my question was actually the same thing what Luwala sir, whether the data was available online. Is there any kind of open source data? Because if the data is available, many people can download it, and because it would be very difficult for us to go there and stay and take the data. So would it be available in future, the data? Whatever.
Yeah, just frankly telling, we have been in the process of doing releasing the data for making it open.
Yeah.
But it is taking a long time, so definitely it can be one of the priorities for the our headquarters to do it. Everybody is thinking about it, but then I don't know, for some reason we are lacking in it. Maybe definitely we will try our best.
It's actually a dream of us, I think, astronomy lovers, to come to Hanle and watch sky. And when you just said that at night people are not allowed to stay, we're a little disappointed.
No.
Yeah.
People are not allowed at the near the telescope facility, obviously, for all the reasons as I told you. But then you're just only 300 meters below, and you get equally good, very beautiful skies, and all the hills are very low, so you get very nice horizon to horizon in all the places. So that's why we are like doing all this collaborative work. And yes, also your first point, like I just wanted to showcase so that people realize like what they are missing because of the
really,
images.
we
Although
were
they are
really
like post-process, and it can, you should not expect all these images from your eyes. It will be visible, but not like this. Obviously, DSLR gives more color in post-processing. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for this wonderful session. Thank you very much.
I think no more questions are there in the chat box. Now, Aryansh, now you can take over.
Yes, sir. So first of all, I would like to thank everyone present in the meeting. And a special thanks to Professor Aungchuk for this wonderful talk and those very beautiful pics. I'm sure most of us will go with a smiling face after this talk. And thanks to Professor Hemant for giving me this opportunity. I would also like Professor Aluwalia sir to give the final vote of thanks to Dr. Aungchuk, Professor Aungchuk, and just say a few words.
Okay. Thank you, Aryansh. I think we have another friend of IAPT today. We have made a new acquaintance, and Engineer Aungchuk.
Yes.
I think maybe whenever there are some special events, which keep on coming in the newspapers, etc., we would like that you provide us the pictures, and on our website we have galleries available in which we can post those pictures also, and I think that will be a great pleasure for the IAPT community itself. I think maybe some more specific topics you can pick up also in future whenever you come and talk to us, and maybe for the children also, school students, it will be very fascinating. And I'm very happy that Shravani was there. Shravani, well done. You asked questions. That was great. And please keep it up. And see that inquisitiveness which needs to be there in the elders. She really inspired us to ask you questions today. So thank you very much, Engineer Anuk. It is so great, and hope to meet you in future also. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm honored to getting acquainted with all you and with IAPT, NASNI. Like, it was like also an eye opener for me, and definitely I will be. I would like to, if you want, I can, as I discussed with Hemant sir, that we can have more session for astrophotography, even like some time lapse or etc. So it can be possible, and I can share my images whenever it is possible, and whenever I get some new image, it will be like that's it. Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you, Dorje.
Thank you. Namaste.
So, Professor Aungchuk.
Yeah.
So, can I share your email ID in the chat box so that if anyone wants to communicate with you, they can mail you?
Yeah. I'll write it. The moment.
I will share, sir. I will share. I have it.
Okay, you have no email ID.
I will share in the group.
Sure. Okay. Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you so much for. Now we are closing the session. Good night.
Good night, sir.
Good night.